Hi there, it's Ed Moses, and welcome back to Project Mindset. As you probably already know, if you're a Kiss fan, you already know they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just recently. But there's been a level of discomfort with all of this because when this all came down, pretty much Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons were asked if they could put the original band or the original lineup on the stage to perform for the audience at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And what they originally wanted to do was they said, okay, that's fine, but we also want to use the current band. We also want to put them up on the stage too because, out of respect, these are the guys we're using currently. And the Hall of Fame pretty much said, no, that's not what we want. We want the original lineup. So pretty much Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons says, no, forget it. This is how we want it, or we're not going to perform. And pretty much the other way around, the Hall of Fame says, this is how we want it, or you're not going to perform. So it pretty much came down to Kiss not performing at the induction for the Hall of Fame for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was kind of a shocker and probably a big disappointment for many of the fans that actually showed up to that particular induction. Some of the things that come to mind was when Paul Stanley was interviewed. He pretty much said, these are his exact words. He felt that the Hall of Fame, all they do is dupe the public into believing there is credibility in this. In other words, what he believes is that the public doesn't even really have the ability to vote for who actually gets into the Hall of Fame. It's actually done by the Hall of Fame reps themselves, which, I don't know if that's true or not. The politics there, it just might be, but that's not for me to say. So he said he didn't feel bad about not performing, and it didn't really bother him so much. But when it leaked down to Ace Frehley, the original guitar player, then of course we know Peter Criss. But Ace Frehley with an interview to Guitar Player magazine, he was pretty pissed off. He said this isn't right. He says, and these are his exact words. He says he was like Jesus Christ after 40 years. They couldn't even give the fans the original lineup. He thought it was a pretty simple task that, hey, this is what they just want the original lineup, get them out there, let them play. It'd be a one-time shot and it's over. You guys don't have to see each other anymore if you don't want to. I'm really not sure what their relationship is, but Ace Frehley was not happy about that. So that's pretty much what he told Guitar Player magazine. He also brought back, back in was it 1990? I think it was 1995 when they had an unplugged concert that they had done, and it brought back the original lineup, and it apparently had shook up the latest album. There was some controversy because of that, and so he wasn't too happy about the whole thing. Along with that, people there was Stevie Nicks was there with Fleetwood Mac, and she was like, man, she thought that they really should have played. They should have got out there and gave the audience the original lineup and played. What do I think of all this? I've been a Kiss fan for a lot of years. I like Kiss. I think that it's a great thing that they got to be in the Hall of Fame. I think it's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad they are. But with all respect to Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, it's when it gets right down to it, it seems to me that they should have played. That's my opinion. I felt they should have played, and they didn't play. I also felt that the rest of the band, the original members, should have had some type of say in whether they were going to play or not as well, and they apparently didn't get any question of whether they wanted to play or not, so it was pretty much up to Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and when they didn't get what they wanted, they just scrapped it and said, no way, we're not going to do it. So that's my opinion. What's your opinion? What do you think? Should Kiss have played with the original lineup at the Hall of Fame, or do you think the Hall of Fame should have just said, okay, we'll let you use the current lineup? Let me know what you think right below this video. Go ahead and leave your comments. Also, what you should do is, I got a blog where I put this article out on. Go out to that article, check it out. I've got some other pictures, some other things in there that you might be interested in, and leave your comments. I'm very interested to see what you think of all this, because I think it's a pretty controversial issue, and I think that if KISS really wanted to bring the best for their fans, that they would have actually went ahead and played at that induction. So anyway, I appreciate you coming and watching this video. Thanks for viewing Project Mindset, and have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye now. We'll see you.